Hello and welcome to Bryan Living and Learning. I'm Alan Brugman from the City of Bryan's Communications Department.
And I'm Sandy Ferris with Bryan ISD. Today we'll say congratulations to our newest state champions, and thanks to a group at Texas A&M, some students at two of our schools now have brand new backpacks filled with supplies.
And the City of Bryan will take a look at a couple of recent events, including the Dansby Duo and the Tip-A-Cop event. But first we'll show you Mayor Jason Bianski, who recently sprinted through an H-E-B store for a good cause.
On your mark, get set, go!
And just like that, the Tourism Savings Showdown was underway. It was Bryan Mayor Jason Bianski versus College Station Mayor Nancy Berry. The goal was to fill their carts with what they thought would ring up to $800. The one closest to $800 was the winner. The purpose of the competition is to celebrate National Tourism Week and to raise awareness of the economic impact that tourism has in the state of Texas. Figures have shown that tourism generates $800 per household for the state of Texas. So the $800 worth of groceries in the mayor's carts signifies the impact for Texas families. Each mayor had 10 minutes and 2 carts, so they had no time to waste.
Here, come back down, Chiefs.
Which one with Kyle? Do we have to turn this basket in yet, or can I start with the other basket?
Once the 10 minutes was up, it was the moment of truth. Checkout time.
And for Mayor Bianski, we have $855, and does that say 68 cents?
Yes. Hey, I got $55 worth of H-E-B coupons. Can I throw those in there?
But everyone does win because we will be donating it to the food bank.
The food bank is the ultimate winner, but I congratulate Mary Berry on her success. We had a great time and all good. I appreciate H-E-B putting this on and CVB and their efforts, and this was a lot of fun. And like I said, the ultimate winner is the food bank. So it was $55 to that. You had to go to the $800 total. I was 55 over. I think the other mayor was 1,500 over, so we did well.
Alan, I'm sure the food bank appreciated that donation.
Yeah, it was a great event for the food bank and also for the CVB, who got to promote the benefits of tourism.
Well, Rudder High School gymnastics team recently brought home the first state sports championship in the school's history.
The state meet this year was hosted by the Arlington Independent School District. They have 5 high schools there. One of my former assistant is now the head coach up there, Devin Jensen, 97 graduate of Bryan High. And anyway, they were the state meet host at Martin High School. It was on April 14th, 15th, and 16th. We traveled with 13 boys. 11 of those were competitors. We have 7 seniors out of that 11. So you know, we're going to be losing quite a few as we go into next year's season. Anyway, the boys went up there, and I thought it was going to be a little tighter, and all I was asking the boys to do was to just, on the first day, which is compulsory day, to have a 1/10 lead, and they walked out of there with about a 2.5-point lead after the first day. So we were sitting really nice. I didn't realize this until I looked at the scores, you know, a week after, or after the state meet, but we led from our very first event to the last event. And you know, I guess you kind of feel like you know, as a team, the team has really gained the respect they deserve when you read, like in the Odessa American newspaper, where the coach says that they led from start to finish and nobody was going to catch them. And that's kind of when it sunk in for me, anyway, that you know, hey, we had done our job, and because the boys really did do a great job. They did everything that was expected of them. They hit their routines. They were, you know, had a lot of team spirit without being boisterous in any way, and we had great fans there. We had several parents that went up to the state meet this year, and it was really a lot of fun. I would have to say this is probably the funnest state meet that I've ever experienced in my 25 years here in Bryan.
Well, I guess it started 3 years ago when Coach Fletcher needed help with the Rudder team because he was still finishing up winning a state championship with the Bryan team. And so for half a semester, I was the Rudder coach, and I remember our humble beginnings of getting 5s and 6s in our routines, and then over the next 3 seasons moving all the way to winning the state championship. it's been an incredible ride seeing them come from where they started to where they ended off. The only reason they could ever have done that is because of all of their hard work, determination, and their goal setting.
I competed all around. I placed on all of them, and so I came out first in the all around. I have to say I give all the credit to my coach, but I mean, he's helped me since before I even got into high school. I'd have to give everything to him. You know, he's helped me through the entire way.
Sophomore year, it was our first year as kind of a team, and we had said that this year would be our year to win state, and so just winning state, it feels amazing. The coaches were telling us the entire time, you know, I mean, it's not going to be easy. Yeah, we're a good team, but you got people chasing you, and I think that's how we stayed motivated. And I mean, we have good coaches.
This year, you know, we were very focused, and you know, we reached our goal, and because at the end of the 2010 state meet, we said, look guys, we have 1 year to do this. And we started that day or that Monday after the state championship in 2010. And we, you know, those kids, they worked and they worked and worked throughout the summer, the holidays, Christmas holidays, spring break, they're here in the gym. And, you know, they reached their goal. And I really just have to hand it to them because they did a wonderful job.
Well, Sandy, I know this was Coach Fletcher's first championship at Rudder, but I know they had won several in the years past at Bryan High.
That's right. He had 6 state championships when he was at Bryan High, so we're glad to have this one at Rudder to add to that string of successes.
Well, Rainey Rodriguez is a 17-year-old child actor, and she's from Bryan. She's been in several feature roles in Hollywood movies as well as TV shows. Recently, she was back in Bryan to promote her new movie, Disney's Prom, and she had a movie release event at our movie theater. Local celebrities Rainey and Rico Rodriguez were in Bryan at the Premier Cinemas to greet fans, sign autographs, and take photos. For Rainey, it was her local release of her latest movie, Disney's Prom. Mayor Jason Byansky was also on hand to present Rainey with the key to the city. Afterwards, the entire Rodriguez family stayed for the late showing of Prom. Before Rainey's big movie release event at the Premier Cinemas, she did a little media tour to help promote the movie Prom. One of those stops was here at the City of Bryan offices, where her and her younger brother Rico filmed a Good Life Texas-style PSA.
Hi, I'm Rico Rodriguez.
Hi, I'm Rainey Rodriguez.
And you may know me as Manny from Modern Family.
Oh, and one time she says, don't joke or I'll have to give you the Hindenburg maneuver.
And you may know me as Tess from Disney's Prom. You know, you could go. Ask somebody. Even though we live in Sherman Oaks, California, we love to come back to Bryan for some great food.
And I love coming back here for family.
We really love it here because Bryan is the Good Life Texas style.
Well, that's great to see some Bryan kids doing so well in the entertainment industry.
Yeah, it really is, and they truly enjoy coming back home to Bryan. In fact, they said there's 2 big things that they miss out on when they're in California. The first one is Dr. Pepper, and the second one is Tex-Mex food.
That'd be tough for me, too. Well, for the 4th year in a row, students from Texas A&M's Mays Business School have adopted several of our schools for a worthy cause.
Project Mays is a committee inside the Business Student Council, and Project Mays plans the largest annual community service project for all the Mays faculty, students, and staff to participate in. Every year we decide what project we're going to do, and when we were trying to decide this year, we knew immediately we wanted to work with the school systems because of the statewide budget cuts. So we felt we could make the most local impact in the school system. So when we met with Mary Walraven, the Bryan ISD coordinator of special programs, she let us know that there were schools on a free and reduced lunch program, and we went down the list on the schools next to receive items from us, and both Neal and Fannin Elementary were both above 93% of their students were on this free and reduced lunch program. So meaning 93% of their students can't afford lunch. So we knew that we wanted to help both of these schools. Both schools were really close in numbers, and so we wanted to make the largest community service project that we've done yet, and by helping both schools instead of just one as we've done before. So when we started planning in early spring, we met with the principals and Mary and decided what we wanted to do, and we immediately knew that we wanted to give something tangible that they could take home with them and utilize over the summer to increase their learning experience to be ready for the next school year. So when we met with them, then she directed us to Jackie's Toys in Bryan. And Jackie's Toys specializes in teacher and student gifts, and she put together custom packages for us that were all grade level specific. and that she felt would be the most beneficial for these students to have over the summer. So these items were things like notepads for cursive writing, math dice, addition dominoes, pencils, sharpeners, you know, all kinds of adventure storybook games, Roy's Story Cube. All these games are really fun, really great items that they can use, and they're all about 7 to 8 items in the backpack. So we were really excited once we knew that. Our total for all the backpacks was $25,600, not including the other purchases we made as well. So this has definitely been our largest project yet. We also just realized that the teachers spend $600 of their own money on their classrooms. So we wanted to help them as well. So we got each teacher a tote and a gift card to go to Jackie's Toys to purchase things for their classrooms. So we're really excited to give the students something that they can use and as a tool to, you know, further their education and, you know, give them something that they can have. So we're here today distributing the backpacks to the students, and they've been really excited. We have great feedback. So we are really loving our project this year.
Are you excited for your summer toys? Yeah? Good. Oh, yellow.
We have about 160 volunteers here today helping. They're all in the gray shirt. And we have about 939 backpacks that we're passing out. So we got a few extras just in case, but the numbers were pulled so recently that they're pretty accurate. And we also broke the backpacks down in Spanish and English. So we differentiated those with yellow ribbon, so they'll be passing those out to the teachers as well.
Well, Sandy, that sounds like a great partnership. How does Mays Business School afford all of that?
Well, they have corporate donations. They actually have a budget to allow for this, and then they also hold fundraisers.
Next, we'll show you 3 recent events that happened here in the city of Bryan. Each year, local law enforcement gathers at the Texas Roadhouse in support of Tip-A-Cop, an annual fundraiser benefiting the Texas Special Olympics. Members of the Bryan Police Department were on hand to serve the patrons and promote the fundraiser. If you missed the Tip-A-Cop event but would still like to help, you can donate online at sotx.org.
3, 2, 1.
Dozens of competitors turned out at Lake Bryan for BTU's annual Dansby Duo Duathlon. The race consists of a 5K run, followed by a 12-mile bike race, followed by another 5K run. Participants can enter individually or as a relay team with 1 runner and 1 biker. The race starts on the banks of Lake Bryan, overlooking BTU's Dansby Power Plant. This year, proceeds from the duathlon went to Voices for Children, an organization here in Bryan that advocates for children that are in CPS care. This year, the overall winner was Jason Lewis, who completed the 18.2-mile course in just under 1 hour and 12 minutes. Sunday, May 1st was Lemonade Day in the Brazos Valley. But before the selling began, there was a taste competition held at the Blue Baker in College Station. Celebrity judges were on hand to taste and judge what they thought was the best lemonade. Bryan Mayor Jason Byansky was one of the celebrity judges, as well as College Station Mayor Nancy Berry and Texas A&M women's basketball coach Gary Blair. The judges went booth to booth tasting lemonade and talking to the young entrepreneurs about their businesses. The Best Tasting Award went to Amaya Jefferson and Kennedy Porter.
All right, Alan, we made a big deal last show about last year's Dansby Duo, the leg cramps.
Correct.
You couldn't finish the race, so how did it go this year?
All right, I guess crashing success, maybe a way to put it, because I made it through the whole race this time. I got our videographer, Sean Iyer, to do the running portions of the race, so he ran the 5K, passed it off to me, and during my 12-mile bike ride, I got in a wreck, ended up getting 5 stitches in my elbow. But I powered through, finished the race, passed it off to Sean, and of course we finished. But the time was a little bit slower than we wanted, so I'm starting to think I'm jinxed in this.
Yeah, I think so. Congratulations, but next year you may want to rethink this thing.
Maybe I can run next year if I can do that.
Okay. Well, next we want to show you a PSA that we produced. It's showing a collaboration between the City of Bryan, United Way, and Bryan ISD.
It's the Born Learning Trail behind Mary Branch Elementary.
Look at this oak tree. The leaves are really soft.
Yeah, they are soft.
Look, this one has berries.
That's pretty interesting.
Look at the difference in the bark in these 2 trees.
Yeah, this one right here is pretty rough. Look, listen, touch, and think at the brand new Born Learning Trail off Villa Maria at Villa West Park. It's your opportunity to explore the world around you by interacting with nature on the trails behind Mary Branch Elementary. So get out and learn about the world around you.
Look for signs like this at the new Born Learning Trail at Villa Maria Park. Well, that's all the time we have today on Bryan Living and Learning. I'm Sandy Ferris.
And I'm Alan Brugman. Thanks for watching.